Legendary footsteps. The tale of Lao Tzu. The air crackled with tension as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the ancient courtyard. A crowd surged forward, their faces twisted in anger and desperation. The once vibrant discussions of philosophy and harmony had turned dark, echoing with shouts of betrayal. The temple's wooden pillars shuddered as the resounding clang of a bell announced the irreversible climax of discord. In the midst of this chaos stood a solitary figure, Lao Tzu, an ancient sage, the revered author of the Tao Te Ching. His expression was calm yet strained, but the weight of the world pressed down on his shoulders as he faced the masses. "You seek a leader to blame," he declared, his voice unwavering. "But the true enemy lies within you." Yet, with that very declaration, he knew he had sealed his fate. The crowd surged forward, fueled by their emotions, and in that moment, everything was lost. The philosopher, who sought peace above all else, stood on the precipice of violence. How had it come to this? The echoes of discontent hadn't sprung up overnight. For years, tensions simmered beneath the surface of the kingdom. Rival factions clashed, each claiming divine favor, each grasping for more power. As warlords paraded their might, the citizens were caught in the crossfire, the fabric of their lives fraying. Lao Tzu watched as friends turned into foes, led by the intoxicating lure of ambition. He had warned them, time and again, of the dangers of desire, urging them to embrace the simplicity of the Tao, the way of the universe. Harmony is born not from conquest, he would say, but from understanding. Yet in a world steeped in jealousy and greed, his words faded like the distant sound of a forgotten tune. From the shadows, a rival philosopher, a man with a voice like thunder, spread whispers of dissent. "Lao Tzu lacks the strength to lead us," he proclaimed. "He preaches peace while others take power." The words ignited a firestorm, and those who once revered Lao Tzu began to question his teachings. His philosophies, once seen as a balm for the soul, now felt like chains binding them to inaction. The pivotal moment was not a grand spectacle but an intimate conversation shared between Lao Tzu and a young student, a boy brimming with fiery conviction. "Master, we can't let them take everything from us. We must strike first," the boy urged. His eyes sparkled with youthful fervor, a stark contrast to Lao Tzu's serenity. "In doing so, we may lose more than just the battle," Lao Tzu replied, an edge of sadness creeping into his voice. "To react in anger is to dance with destruction." But the boy's frustration cut deeper than the sage realized. That night, the boy chose a different path, rallying disenchanted followers to seek vengeance against their rivals. They branded themselves as the guardians of harmony, but in their haste, they sowed seeds of discord that would blossom into chaos. As tensions escalated, Lao Tzu devised a plan, rooted in his deepest beliefs of unity. He invited leaders of the warring factions to the temple, hoping to broker peace. "We are all drops in the same river," he implored, "and together we can find calm in the storm." But the room crackled with disbelief. The rival philosopher, sitting at the table, scoffed at the notion. "You think these men will listen to words of peace? They hunger for power, not platitudes." Lao Tzu's response was measured. "Power is a fleeting shadow. True strength lies in the bonds we forge." His conviction was unwavering, yet in that moment, it became clear that his strategy was an illusion, one that hinged on the faith of others and the fragile bonds of trust. The day of the meeting arrived, tension thick in the air. As leaders filtered into the temple, the atmosphere felt electric, like the calm before a storm. Each figure carried the weight of their own grievances, their ambitions colliding like thunderclouds. "Welcome," Lao Tzu began, his voice steady, reverberating against the stone walls. "Today, we will put aside our differences. Today, we will choose the Tao." The leaders exchanged skeptical glances, the echoes of their ambitions whispering louder than his words. Minutes turned into hours as they debated. Tempers flared, and anger erupted. In a fit of rage, one leader slammed his fist on the table. "Your words hold no weight, old man. We will take what is ours." Suddenly, the sanctity of the temple shattered as chaos erupted. Shouts, accusations, and the clashing of weapons filled the air. The vision of harmony crumbled before Lao Tzu's eyes. He stood amidst the turmoil, powerless, as the ideals he championed were drowned in a sea of human conflict. Amidst the chaos, the young boy, who had once sought Lao Tzu's wisdom, now brandished a sword, his eyes wild with the thrill of the fight. "We fight for the future," he roared, yet what future remained? In the fray, allies turned against each other, and cries of betrayal echoed like ghostly echoes through the temple walls. In a heart-stopping moment, as swords clashed and cries filled the air, the boy found himself face to face with one of the leaders he once admired. "This isn't them." "Wei," he shouted, panic clawing at his throat, but it was too late. A blade flashed, and in an instant, the boy fell to the ground, lifeless. Lao Tzu's heart sank as he witnessed the irreversible cost of ambition. The ideals he fought for were now stained with blood. The boy's lifeless body lay amid the chaos, a poignant reminder that in the pursuit of power, humanity often loses sight of what truly matters. In the aftermath, the temple lay in ruins, a barren shell of its former self. The air hung heavy with loss, sorrow thickening like fog. But as Lao Tzu surveyed the destruction, an irrefutable truth emerged in the silence that followed chaos. Human nature, with its relentless ambition and insatiable desires, could lead even the noblest spirits astray. The pursuit of power often blinds individuals to the beauty of simplicity and unity. To seek strength is to court destruction, he whispered to no one in particular, lost in the weight of grief. What had begun as a quest for harmony had devolved into a cautionary tale, one that transcended time. The lessons Lao Tzu imparted remained, echoing through the ages. True power lies not in conquest but in the ability to listen, to understand, and to embrace the shared humanity that connects us all. As he turned away from the wreckage, the philosopher moved towards the horizon, leaving behind the ashes of conflict. His journey continued, not as a leader of men, but as a humble seeker of the Tao, a figure shrouded in wisdom, forever. Reminding those who would listen of the fragile balance between ambition and harmony. In the quiet, among the ruins of his ideals, Lao Tzu embodied a timeless truth, a reminder that the greatest victories are often won in stillness, where the heart learns to embrace compassion over conflict.